often said this to our chums out here, but award shows are a complete fix. I mean, let me tell you 110%. I've worked on many different things and you just kind of think, wow. I think I mentioned to you before, we used to run this particular, well not run, we'd film and stream this particular award show from a very prestigious hotel in the very heart of London. And we had to film the sort of messages from the winner, the reason why we've given this particular person this award is because they're terrific, that sort of thing. And you go along there and half the time you've got no idea who this person was. But worse than that, what I found very strange was one year when this particular musician decided that they couldn't attend in person, well, they wiped her off and literally just gave it to the next person who was willing to attend. That's how much they really cared about the award system. It was all about the dinner, the raffle, the silent auction. Every bit was a money-making scheme, And this particular event, the latest event that's going to be attended by Meghan and Harry, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who they now like to be billed as, come what may, even though Meghan Markle said, well, titles mean nothing. Well, titles mean everything, dearie, when you're on the slide, don't they? 100%. And what's fascinating here is, when you look at the cast list and exactly how it's all put together, you must sit down at home and think, why bother going knowing it's such a fix? But here's the inside track on the background. As ever, let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you so much as ever for joining me today. Sorry, I've got the giggles on this because, as I said, award shows are just a farce, Whether it be those talent shows, they decide, when they get the votes in, can they make any money on that person? Or shall we just go for the fun factor and get them just so, you have a bit of fun on screen? Everything's decided on one factor. Money. Not you, not talent, money. And it's a little bit like this, the Paley Awards, which are coming up next month, a couple of days' time, at the Beverly Wiltshire Hotel. It's honouring Tyler Perry. This is a man who said he wouldn't mind being a godfather to the children of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but he didn't want to go over there with all that regalia and paraphernalia. No. Far happier in a tracksuit. Unless, of course, the award's about him. He might have gone that way then, yeah, because he's going to this one. Now, I don't know about you, I'd never heard of Tyler Perry until he rather strangely bestowed his house to people he never met before in order, of course, to get some worldwide PR. Whichever way you look at it, it's an odd thing. But apparently he just reached out to Meghan because he saw she was struggling. How about reaching out to some of the people that are cut off with the winter fuel allowance, Tyler? Maybe they could move in. Yes, but they're not profile enough, are they, dearie? Now, where it gets really interesting about these particular awards is this. I've got a colleague who's working on them, and it's a bit like this. As you can see, the people that are attending are Jeffrey Katzenberg. Now, I've met Jeffrey. He was one of the people that used to work for Disney. And he was one of the very first people, in fact, that got on board with Harry and Meghan, trying to convince them to go into the world of streaming. This is pre-Netflix. And he had meetings with them at Kensington Palace behind every senior member of the royals' back. Remember him, he's important. Of course, it's put together by Ari Emanuel, which of course is Meghan Markle's agent, William Morris Endeavour. And then you see the likes of Gayle King. So you kind of think, right, who's awarding who really? Right, now the bottom line is, you'll notice on the bill that Harry and Meghan are billed as the last. If you don't know that expression, by the way, bill means, where you're placed on the list of things. Now, we have to say that Tyler at least has managed to get himself pictured with a few spotlights, all on him. Bet Meghan's steaming about that. But apparently on the day, the evening, whatever it's going to be, well, the bottom line is that Meghan, well, apparently is down to present the award. Why? Just because he gave you a free house? Yes, and no doubt will want to give a bit of a speechette. Originally she wasn't going to be down, it was just going to be Prince Harry, but suddenly Meghan could make it when she saw the rest of the cast list, and was told by her agent, of course, that this would be good profile, something positive where she couldn't get maligned for. So if Tyler Perry really thinks that the industry, the movers and shakers, are there because they love him, they adore him, and they think his work's brilliant, think again. This is an industry bash going to be making some money for some alleged charity with a CEO that takes in millions before it ever reaches the charitable event that it's supposed to do. You get the picture. But this is Hollywood, and apparently this is the world that Prince Harry now thoroughly enjoys spending his time in. Now truly, do we believe that? Neil Sean, Kensington, London.